Hi everybody, welcome to ICT week 9 Friday's class. Okay, I had one student asked me a question. So this student asked me whether I used this directory last time. That's the directory that we use to download the files. It will automatically create this directory because I use the wget command, and it automatically put this site name as a directory, as you can tell. And when I change these directory name or whatever, I just said mirrors dot exclamation star instead of spelling it out. So this student asked me why they use stars like the above. I wonder if there is a reason why we can't use without the stars. The reason I used that because I was lazy with typing this out, so you can't use without it. It's just a shortcut. The star stands for wired card, which means that will match whatever matches following all these characters. So 0 more characters after that. So that's 0 more characters, whatever. So that's kind of that Unix Linux system allows. So you can it's very nice to actually use that a lot of times. It gives you a shortcut. So if I go mirror and just do that, then it will automatically do that instead of typing it out. So that's the reason. Now last time, so when we downloaded all these files, the files are kind of scattered around underneath this directory. So the process was we used the wget command to first download the files, but trick was to how do you combine all these files into one file. So the command I gave you, this going back here, the command I gave you was this here. Of course, this will put the stuff into this directory. Now you have to manually create this directory by using mkdir command. That stands for make directory. So once you make this directory, the find command looks a little bit complicated, but this find command, so I don't expect you to understand all this, but these are different options. There's name option, there's type option, and then the exec option actually executes this another command based on what you find. Kind of like a pipeline that we discussed last time. It's not exactly the same, but kind of like that. Based on what you this here, the based on what you find, this option will execute another command. So this step was required to find all these text files and put it underneath my direct. So at the end, the my direct will contain all these. I created this directory called the my direct, and this contained all these files. Once you do that, there were two tasks you had to do. One was to create, if you look at the homework description, the one task was to not only to download the files, it was you had to show the list of file names that contains the ebooks. Now you could do that with not a list of files, like a list of ebooks. So ebooks was first line contained the ebooks. So to extract that, we could use a head command, and I pointed out to the head command, and that will allow the first line get the first line. -Q is to hide the if you do the man page, -Q stands for quiet. Okay. Quiet means just don't show the there was if you look it up, it will show as man head. It will show as like I don't show the file names. Otherwise it will show the file names. So there's no reason to show file names. So -Q option will hide the file names. So it will extract basically the all text files that have this pattern. The ones I downloaded has starts with the 300. Of course, yours will be a little bit different because it depends on which it will depend on which directory you use. So anyway, so once you figure out like 100 files, then that's the step you have to do. Now, how do you find out the 100 files? I don't want you to count like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 up to 100. That's kind of primitive procedure. It's nice to use just like a command such as using the pipeline. You could just go like ls-l wc-l, which this stands for line count based on ls-l. This will be one, this is one approach. Another approach you might this actually is same as this, saving as like a temporary file and doing ls-l the like wc-l txt. So wc-l is a command. Wc is a command. It stands for word count, and -l option will give you like a list of file. This will count the list. This will count the line numbers. -l option. So what this does is it will count number of lines. The number of lines. So it will give a number of lines of the file. Okay. So anyway, one of these approach will work. Also, you could do cat-n and figure out how many lines that it has. Either way, that's fine. You figure out the 100 files, and then once you figure out, okay, the 100 files you have, in this case I have like a 17 files. So if you get too many files, obviously you have to delete some. So once you figure out 100 files, then what you want to do is two procedures that you had to do. Is one was to create the list, which was head command. The other one is use a cat command to combine into a single file. And I gave you the steps to that, which was just kind of something like this to create just single file. So this arrow will, this means you're combining everything, you're listing everything with this pattern. The star means list all, it will match all the files that has this pattern. So basically cat command will go through all the files that it has this pattern. And then this will save as this file. Okay, so that was the task. Number 3, let's move to number 3. Number 3, as I told you